Event number 1 began with great enthusiasm at the Martinsville Speedway. It was Giannolini who'd be starting on the outside of the front row. Remember, he was the defending regional champion. The field was set. Defending Modified Tour champion would be challenging on the inside. Ricky Fuller was not far behind when things got bobbled up a bit as Tom Bowles dropped off the pace. But the action was now towards the front of the field when Tony Jankowiak would slam the wall. It was Brian Ross and Tom Baldwin would come together at the entrance of pit road. But back towards the front of the field, it was Jeff Fuller who was showing enough steam as he was challenging the 15 of Mighty Mike Stefanik. A battle of the red cars when Tommy Bowles would drop off the pace just a bit, sending everyone down to the pit area for a mandatory pit stop. The heavy hitters were in. The Reds just fueled up and left the pits, and so didn't Jeff Fuller. Mighty Mike Stefanik was looking for tires, but when the field went back to green, they were slicing and dicing, and the Reds was a little bit out of shape with car number 44. Off the turn, they were all bobbled up. When things got tangled together, it was Stefanik who suffered the worst of the wear here. Stefanik would not return to the competition, but for other front runners, like Jeff Fuller, the leader of the field, he'd be forced to go to the pits. The Nerf bar dangler would tell the story here. And for the Reds, it was minimum sheet metal damage was the story on the Magnum number 44. But back towards the front of the field, it was the Jet who took command. Jamie the Jet Tomeno was holding on, but the Reds was on a roll, trying to make up some valuable time. Jeff Fuller was also threading the needle when suddenly a mix-up would occur. Satch Worley would go around, and so wouldn't Doug Deveron. It was the Reg who was now hunted down in the closing laps by Jeff Fuller. Reggie Ruggiero was looking for victory, but Jeff Fuller had been there before, and he too was starting to move in. But it was the Reg who dominate event number 1 from the Martinsville Speedway.